everybody at Direct Success Digital. This message is specific for all my partners and clients that are piano dealers. Before we talk about the ads or the leads or the campaigns, what we want to have a conversation about is who and what we represent. And I want to make this plea not as your marketer, not as a vendor, but as someone who has spent a lifetime around music, around pianos, around instruments, and have directly benefited from all of the beauty that is music, and plead with you to be not a salesperson of pianos, but an evangelist of music. When I first started selling pianos out in South Texas, I worked with an owner who was wonderful. When he would talk to you, you were just enchanted by his love and by his passion for music and piano. And say this phrase, and I don't know if he still uses it, but one of the phrases that stuck with me, of the many quotes that he has, he said, and he'd lower his voice. He'd say, "Before we talk, we sing. And before we walk, we dance." And it wasn't a slogan. It hits to the heart of what we are as human beings. Every inflection in our voice, our mind automatically can tell, is this person happy with me? Are they angry with me? Are they upset or emotional? Music is at the heart of who we are, at music as human beings. And so it's universal across all cultures. And before I even opened up this recording, I read an article in Psychology Today, and it talks about how music is an instinct that we're born with, and it helps us to regulate our emotions. It helps us to strengthen memory. It helps us to build community. And all of these things are we just think, music can make us happy. It can even make us sad if we listen to certain songs. Music strengthens our memory. That's why we learn the ABCs with music. And that's how I learned all of the 50 states with music. And my favorite of all is that music builds community. And I love being able to play music with my brothers. And for everyone out there, if you got a room full of people and you asked how many people wish they could play an instrument, almost every hand in the room would go up. And as piano dealers, you know this. But how many people actually do play a musical instrument? It's only a few. If we are going to be successful in 2026, we've got to not be simply salespeople. We've got to be evangelists for music. We do not sell wood or strings or actions or finishes, because 99% of the population doesn't care what kind of strings are on an instrument. They don't care about the specs. They care about what these features are going to do for them. And when we forget that and we lead with features, we are unintentionally lowering the value of what we offer. People don't buy with logic. They buy with an emotion, and they justify it with logic. And that is never, ever going to change. What has changed, though, in the last 50 or maybe even 100 years now, is that the world is desperate for what music provides. We're living through mental health crises, loneliness crisis. Music may not be the only answer for all of this, but music certainly is a part of the answer. And so when we speak about music to our customers from a deep belief, and we invite people in to experience music instead of trying to push a product, and we sit somebody down at a great piano, an instrument, and let the instrument speak for itself, and let the imagination of our customers run wild, and let them fantasize about how this instrument's going to change their life, well, trust forms faster, decisions feel easier, and yes, your bottom line is going to improve. Sales are going to improve. Not because you tried harder, but because you told the truth with passion more clearly. Unfortunately, dealers are never going to do this. It's got to start with you in your emails, in your social posts, in your community presence. We've got to see your testimonies. We've got to see people having fun in your showroom. I know you're proud of what you do, and you should be. You are a place where people can bring music into their homes, where their whole lives, where their dreams can be fulfilled. I mean, people don't buy the instrument. They're buying the dream that instrument fulfills. So here is the invitation. I'm gonna close it up with this. Is I would love for you, and this is because I've seen your outreach emails. I'm going to invite you to quit answering them. I've got an upright for you. I've got grands. And I want you to be bold and enthusiastic about the value of music, and be personal about why you believe music makes life better. And if you're consistent about spreading that message and being an evangelist for music, I promise you they are going to respond. Why? Because before we talk, we sing. Before we walk, we dance. Music is inside of each and every one of us. And that's the connection that everyone who sells a musical instrument can make with everyone who wants to buy a musical instrument. And so I want to invite you guys, be intentional this year about how you're reaching out to your customers. And I promise you, it's going to make your bottom line better.